Roy Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Seahawks are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Niners, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. What a surprise here. There's rain in Seattle as we're off to CenturyLink Field to link up with our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. On first down, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeForest Buckner in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And the wideout in motion. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, eat.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Really excellent job there of just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a San Francisco 1st down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
For the 49ers, their starters defensively, and I got to look at DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage? And DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you usually have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this is caught by Jackson. A gain of 8 and a first down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Wilson, and he fires one incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And some room to roam now. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Halfback sent in motion. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They come up in an offset eye. And the back goes into motion. On second down, Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Wilson now. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the... On third down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down, still 14 yards left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson will throw again. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st down, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And his throw here is incomplete. 10 yards to go on third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Third touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the 49ers are going to get a first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So with 3rd and 10, and defensively, a rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Play clock winding down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Their big tight end. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Nine yards to go. It's third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10.
Cut it left. Cut it left.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
19.
And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
shift together here from the D-line. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And ready for 3rd and 6. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Their big tight end with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And they'll run him here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And ready now for 2nd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now. Nickel look. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next.